Antarctica is the coldest place on Earth, containing 90% of the planet's ice. It looks almost like an alien planet, and there are some who think it's hiding proof of aliens themselves.
Shocking video evidence. Beyond the veil of secrecy lies the truth. Areas shrouded in mystery, hidden from prying eyes. Shocking footage reveals the existence of secret bases, unknown territories, and concealed secrets. What's being hidden and why? The answers lie within, but be prepared for the unsettling truth. Leaked landing. In 2002, a leaked video surfaced showing a strange disc-shaped object hovering in the sky. But that wasn't all. It slowly descended and moved around for a while before entering an unknown facility. Then it vanished, seemingly landing inside a remote military base. For years, people online tried to uncover the exact location of this base, but no one could confirm it. Some speculated it was in America, while others believed it belonged to another country. With no clear answers, the mystery remained unsolved, leaving many to wonder what really happened that day. Whistleblower secrets.
At the very top of the first structure that we entered, there was almost 18 feet poking from the ice. The rest of it was hidden under the ice.
A mysterious video appeared online featuring an unidentified individual revealing secrets about an unknown facility. Without showing their identity, the whistleblower described hidden locations that could change humanity's understanding of the universe. According to Pleiadian sources, there are 968 Galactic Federation bases on Earth, secretly monitoring and guiding humanity. Additional sites are said to be used for meetings between extraterrestrials and human military operatives known as White Hats. One claimed Pleiadian contact stated that many bases in Antarctica function both physically and non-physically, allowing for interstellar communication. Alaskan anomaly. In Alaska, a local was wandering through the woods when he looked up and froze. A giant disc-shaped object hovered just above the forest. At first, it seemed like a normal craft, but its shape and design were unlike anything he had ever seen. Its smooth, otherworldly body hinted at technology beyond human understanding. Was it here to explore, or was it a sign of something much bigger? The object eventually disappeared, leaving behind only questions. Antarctic secret. A military cargo plane was flying over Antarctica when the crew noticed something unusual below. Over a mountain peak, they spotted a dark, shadowy shape. Initially, they assumed it was a volcano, but active volcanoes in Antarctica are quite rare. As they got closer, they saw something even stranger, a flying saucer hovering just above the peak. Looking deeper into the darkness, they realized this wasn't just a random sighting. More ships were moving in and out, almost as if the mountain concealed a portal to another world. This could explain why so many mysterious sightings occur in Antarctica, a perfect hiding spot for something beyond human comprehension. Drone down. In 2019, a tourist near Area 51 sent his drone over the restricted zone, completely unaware of what would happen next. As soon as it crossed into the territory, the drone instantly crashed, as if struck by an invisible force. The cause remained a mystery, sparking speculation that the facility is protecting something beyond human technology. Experts connected this incident to a story from the 1950s when a UFO allegedly crashed near Kingman, Arizona. One of its surviving occupants was reportedly taken to Area 51, where he worked with scientists to reverse engineer alien technology. Though these cases occurred in different eras, experts believe something significant is hidden from the public eye.
J-Rod is an alien who allegedly worked at Area 51 over a period of years, and it was J-Rod's mission or duty to help reverse engineer technology that was apparently from the 1953 Kingman UFO crash.
heli pursuit. In December 2017, a strange video surfaced online recorded by a local who was out and about. The video showed a military helicopter flying just above them, but what really caught their attention was what lay beneath it. A massive, unidentified craft. The odd part, it appeared to be following the helicopter, staying in close pursuit. Or maybe the helicopter was carrying the mysterious aircraft. According to many, scientists are trying to build crafts similar to those of extraterrestrials, aiming to invade their territories without them knowing. Let's hope we don't spark an ET war with this strategy. Desert encounter. While on a desert safari, a tourist had an experience he would never forget. As he rode through the vast open landscape, he spotted a giant structure levitating in the air, something he had never seen before. Just as he stared in awe, a small orb appeared and moved straight into the structure. Then, in a flash, both the structure and the orb shot up into the sky and disappeared quickly from view. They were gone in an instant, leaving the tourist stunned and speechless. It was a sight that stayed with him, as he couldn't shake the memory of what he had just witnessed. Secrets of Dulce. In Mexico, there's a military site known as Dulce Base, which became a hot topic of conversation in the 1970s. A local claimed to have seen a giant disc-shaped saucer, possibly a UFO, entering through one of the gates into the base, hidden behind a cave face. When he shared his experience, people were shocked. It wasn't just a one-time sighting. Similar spacecraft had been spotted multiple times around the area. The rumors surrounding Dulce Base only grew stronger, leaving many to wonder what secrets the base might be hiding. Military base secret. A strange incident occurred at a secret military base in Ukraine that left everyone baffled. Soldiers noticed a large spherical UAP land just in front of the base, something no one had ever seen before. Security guards quickly approached the object, unsure of what to expect. But before they could get too close, the craft suddenly took off. It shot into the sky at an incredible speed and disappeared without a trace. The soldiers were left in disbelief, unsure if they had just witnessed something out of this world. The UAP was never seen again, and the whole event remained shrouded in mystery, leaving a lasting impression on them. Underwater base. While fishing in the ocean, a fisherman was going about his usual routine when something strange happened. He noticed the water level rise in the distance, and soon after, a triangle-shaped flying saucer appeared. The craft took off and flew away, disappearing into the sky. It was then that the fisherman realized something shocking. He had been fishing right over an underwater base, rumored to belong to the infamous aliens he had only heard about in stories. Russian secret. When people think of secret alien research facilities, Area 51 usually comes to mind. But Russia has its own, Kapustin Yar, which is officially referred to as a military training area. Built in 1947, this Soviet missile test range quickly caught the attention of US intelligence. Spy planes revealed a sprawling complex with railways leading to launch pads, radar stations, and even underground chambers. While it's officially a military base, rumors persist about alien autopsies and hidden spacecraft. Some have even claimed to see strange lights in the sky, vanishing into the facility. Unexpected encounter. This explorer was roaming a rural area when he spotted a giant saucer flying in the distance. Curiosity led him closer, but just as he approached, the craft took off. To his shock, a humanoid figure appeared behind the bushes. Incredibly, a similar disc-shaped saucer was parked right beside it. The figure walked into the craft, and within seconds, it took off, disappearing into the sky. It seemed like they had finished their work and were leaving the explorer behind with an unforgettable sight. Unexplained Antarctica. In January 2024, a strange video surfaced online from Antarctica. It showed a fast-moving, oddly shaped object hovering just above the water. At first, it appeared to be a boat due to the camera angle, but then, in a surprising moment, it took off and shot straight up into the sky. Witnesses were left in shock as the object disappeared into the clouds. For many, it was the first time seeing a UFO they had only heard about in stories. This mysterious sight left everyone pondering what had really been captured that day. Futuristic sighting. A group of friends decided to visit a neighboring dam. While on the dam, one of them pointed into the distance, where they spotted a giant, futuristic-shaped disc hovering. It slowly descended, as if preparing to land. Just as they were processing what they were seeing, another disc appeared nearby. It was clear these weren't isolated events. The friends realized that perhaps these visitors weren't as distant as they once thought. Maybe they were already here, and there were more than anyone could imagine. Antarctica again. While boating in Antarctica, a group of explorers noticed a giant object flying in the distance. At first, they thought it might be a plane, but as it got closer, they quickly realized something was off. It wasn't a plane. It was spherical in shape, unlike anything they had seen before. The object crossed the sky and then disappeared behind the top of a hill, leaving the explorers stunned. They didn't need to say a word. They all knew they had just witnessed something extraordinary, an alien craft. Kept away? This adventurer found himself in the coldest and most remote place on Earth, Antarctica, when he spotted not one, but two strange creatures moving in a way that suggested they were up to something important. They had long tails and humanoid bodies, looking almost reptilian. He watched in silence, careful not to make a sound. The creatures didn't notice him, focused entirely on whatever task they were engaged in. The adventurer couldn't help but wonder, could they have a secret base nearby that no one knows about? It was a sight he might never forget. Navy secrets.
Antarctica is the coldest place on Earth, containing 90% of the planet's ice. It looks almost like an alien planet, and there are some who think it's hiding proof of aliens themselves.
In 2015, the U.S. Navy flight engineer revealed shocking experiences from his 14 years at McMurdo Station in Antarctica. He spoke of silver objects darting between mountain peaks and a massive, mysterious hole in the ice that disrupted their aircraft's instruments. After an emergency mission forced them to fly over it, men in suits from Washington, D.C. warned them never to speak of what they had seen. These strange occurrences echo back to 1947, when a famous explorer allegedly discovered an entrance to an underground world in Antarctica. He described an ice-free zone inhabited by unknown beings before being silenced.
In the ice, like a huge entrance to a cave but slanted going down. And he said, I think it was at least, Linda, 200 feet in diameter, a big hole in the ice.
Levitating saucer. While hiking in the woods, a hiker saw a sight that seemed straight out of a movie. He spotted an odd-looking flying saucer levitating just outside the entrance of a cave. It looked as though it was about to go into hibernation, or perhaps enter a secret portal leading back to its home in another world. The hiker stood frozen for a moment, but curiosity quickly turned to caution. Not wanting to stick around to find out what would happen next, he decided it was best to head home, leaving the mysterious craft behind. Empty space. A leaked video surfaced online, quickly spreading across the internet. The footage revealed a giant saucer levitating in the middle of a vast desert. What made it even more shocking was the presence of military officials standing nearby, observing the strange craft. Their calm demeanor and posture suggested they were well aware of the event unfolding, almost as if they had been expecting it. If the military knew about this, could there be a hidden connection between aliens and the military that the public has never been told about? Mountain of Mysteries. While driving through the Altai Mountains, a truck driver filmed something he couldn't explain. As he cruised down a completely empty road, an object of an unfamiliar shape hovered above the mountains, casting a strange glow in the sky. The driver quickly grabbed his smartphone, recording the unusual sight. The video clearly showed the UFO, with no illusions or spots on the glass. The Altai region is known for UFO sightings, but this one felt different. Just as he finished filming, the object vanished the moment he stopped recording. It was a sight he would never forget. Kremlin Pyramid? In 2009, a strange pyramid-shaped object appeared over the Kremlin in Moscow, drawing attention from locals and tourists alike. Witnesses reported that it hovered silently for hours, its dark shape standing out against the city lights. Some believed it was nearly a mile wide. Videos from different angles confirmed the bizarre sight, sparking wild speculation. Russian authorities quickly dismissed the event, but no explanation was ever given. Experts analyzed the footage, ruling out simple causes like reflections or drones. While some speculated it was a secret military craft, others felt it was much more mysterious. The object vanished as suddenly as it appeared, leaving the city and the world wondering about its true nature. Galaxy Ball. You might have seen UFO footage from around the world, but this one is truly out of this world. Recorded by the International Space Station, the video shows an orb smoothly moving through space, leaving no doubt that it was an unidentified flying object. The orb appeared to be roaming around the vast emptiness, almost as if it were exploring. After a few moments, it took off, accelerating upward before disappearing into the unknown. Craft in distress.
1692, Albuquerque, safe speed.
In February 2024, a strange video surfaced online, sparking curiosity. A thick flow of smoke was seen moving towards the land, and amidst it, a giant unidentified craft appeared. The object seemed to be in trouble, its unusual design unmistakably otherworldly. It looked broken, as if it was struggling to stay airborne. As it descended, the mystery deepened. What had happened to it? Was it an accident? Or was something else causing the ship's malfunction? The video cut off before any answers were revealed. So what's your take on it?
45 degrees right for space.
Metallic orb. On October 23, 2024, an oddly shaped metallic orb was seen hovering over Pulkovo Airport in St. Petersburg, Russia, capturing the attention of onlookers. The object glimmered brightly in the sky, moving smoothly as if it were defying the normal laws of flight. It stayed in the air for what seemed like a long time, leaving people both awestruck and puzzled. As quickly as it appeared, the orb moved away, disappearing from sight. Though the encounter was brief, it left a lasting impression on those who witnessed it, one they would never forget. Glowing skies. One night, a hiker stood atop a hill recording the serene beauty of the evening sky. But his peaceful moment quickly turned into an unforgettable experience when he noticed a glowing sun-like orb, massive and unlike anything he had ever seen. As he stared in wonder, a smaller orb emerged from within the larger one, drifting off into the distance. To his surprise, more followed, 5 small orbs in total, moving in perfect formation. One by one, they departed, except for one, which returned to the larger orb before vanishing together. The hiker stood frozen, realizing these weren't earthly beings, but something far more mysterious. Pine Gaping Mystery. In the Australian outback, Pine Gap stands as a joint US-Australian intelligence facility, officially tasked with satellite tracking and signals intelligence. However, many believe there's more than meets the eye. While the base intercepts vast amounts of digital data, whispers suggest that these activities cover something far more secretive. Rumors claim that beneath Pine Gap lies an underground alien base, where advanced technology is studied and bizarre experiments unfold. Some insiders have spoken of hidden tunnels and unmarked aircraft, while strange signals are reportedly intercepted. Is Pine Gap truly just a surveillance hub, or does its real purpose remain hidden from the world? 29 Lights Palms. Late one night in 2021, an unusual sight was recorded above the 29 Palms military base in California. Blinking lights formed a perfect triangle, hovering silently in the sky. Initially thought to be an ordinary aircraft, a closer look revealed something startling. The object's smooth, structured shape eliminated the possibility of drones or regular planes. It moved with precision, almost as though it was observing the base below. No official explanation followed, sparking wild theories. Was it an advanced secret aircraft or something beyond our understanding? For those who saw it, the event wasn't just a sighting. It was a glimpse into a mystery that remains unsolved. Mysterious structures. In a remote corner of Antarctica, military planes flew over a vast, icy landscape when they spotted an impossible sight: 3 giant structures. These enormous formations were unlike anything humans could build, immediately raising suspicions. Skeptics argue that these structures were not of this world, but rather a hidden alien base located far from prying eyes. With only air access, it seemed the perfect spot to operate without detection. The mystery deepens as the truth remains just out of reach. Spherical discs. While enjoying his time on the rocky shore, a tourist spotted a sight he would never forget. Just behind the hills, not 1, but 4 giant spherical-shaped discs appeared. They didn't seem to be flying. Instead, they looked like they were parked, hidden away in a secret base. As if on cue, the crafts took off, soaring into the sky and disappearing on their mysterious journey across the world. The tourist never forgot the sight, leaving the mystery unanswered. Pyramid object. This strange footage recorded from the International Space Station captured a bizarre scene. In the distance, a pyramid-shaped object was spotted moving in space. At first, it seemed to move slowly, but then, with astonishing speed, it shot upwards, crossing the station before disappearing into the sky. The sheer size and shape of the object left little doubt. It was no ordinary craft. Some believe this was another UFO, leaving viewers with a sight they might never forget. Cost me more. In the skies above the Air Defense Department building in Cosmere, a giant, unidentified object was spotted levitating. Its strange, massive shape didn't resemble anything from Earth, clearly marking it as a UFO. What made it even more curious was the way it hovered there, almost as if it were searching for a lost companion. Locals watched in awe as the mysterious craft remained in the sky for a long time, waiting. Eventually, it disappeared, leaving behind only the question: did it ever find what it was looking for? Colorado blackness.
Daddy, what autos?
In November 2024, a group of kids in Colorado captured a strange sight on camera. High in the sky, 3 small black orbs moved together in perfect sync. Their fixed momentum and the way they glided across the sky ruled out the possibility of drones. They were far too high to be anything man-made. The kids watched in amazement as the orbs drifted silently, knowing they were witnessing something extraordinary. No explanation was offered, but it seemed undeniable. These were UFOs.
No! Climbing up now!
Backyard strangeness.
What in the hell is that?
While enjoying a picnic in her backyard, a woman noticed a plane flying overhead and decided to record it. As she was filming, her eyes caught something else: a shiny, disc-shaped object floating far in the sky. Unlike the plane, this craft moved with incredible speed and smoothness, cutting across the sky effortlessly. The woman was stunned by how quickly it appeared and vanished. Just as it passed behind the branches of the trees, it disappeared from view. She kept the video, unsure of what she had just witnessed.
Okay, I'm confused. That is not a goddamn airplane.
Unmoving light. A homeowner lay in bed when a strange glow outside caught his eye. At first, he brushed it off as the moon or a bright star. but something wasn't right. It wasn't moving. Curious, he grabbed his camera and zoomed in. What he saw was unlike anything he had ever witnessed. The object hovered, glowing steadily, refusing to shift like any celestial body should. No sound, no blinking lights, just an eerie presence in the sky. He watched for hours, but it never budged.
Más. Pero ¿cómo lograste acercarlo? Más.
Cave Watcher. A hiker trekking through the mountains spotted a cave in the distance, but something was off. A figure stood at its entrance, unmoving, its head faintly glowing in the dim light. His heart pounded. It wasn't human. The longer he stared, the more convinced he became. This was something else. Something watching. He stood frozen, unsure whether to move closer or back away. Were there more inside? Was this one of many? He decided not to stick around and made his way back down the trail. But even as he left, he couldn't shake the feeling. Whatever it was, it had seen him too. Open portal. A local was walking through his neighborhood when something in the sky made him stop in his tracks. A long orange glow hovered above, stretching like a crack in reality itself. It pulsed, as if waiting for something or someone. His stomach dropped. This wasn't a normal light. It felt wrong, almost alive. The thought hit him like a jolt. Was this a portal? Has something already stepped through? He wanted to look away, but he couldn't. And then, just as suddenly as it appeared, the glow flickered and dimmed. Whatever it was, he knew one thing. He wasn't the only one who had seen it. Leaked base footage. This leaked video sent the internet into a frenzy. Grainy footage from inside a top-secret US military base. Soldiers surrounded a massive black object, its size dwarfing even the fighter jets nearby. It wasn't human technology. The way the soldiers moved, calm and methodical, made one thing clear. This wasn't new to them. Had they encountered something like this before? Was this a recovered craft? Speculation ran wild, but the footage quickly vanished from most platforms. Those who saw it knew what they had witnessed, something the government wasn't ready to explain. Hidden entrance. A man was hiking when he spotted something bizarre. A tunnel embedded in the side of a hill, perfectly round, almost too precise to be natural. It wasn't just the shape that unsettled him, it was the eerie stillness around it. No signs, no debris, no markings, just a dark, waiting passage. It looked like an entrance to something secret, something not meant for human eyes. He stared for a moment, half expecting something to step out. Nothing did, but he left with an uneasy thought. Maybe it wasn't an entrance for something to come out. Maybe it was meant to keep something in. Area 51 release. A leaked video from Area 51 surfaced, showing a scientist walking alongside a creature with a large skull and a grayish hue. This was no ordinary creature. It was unmistakably an alien. What caught the attention of many was how the scientist and the alien moved together, seemingly familiar with one another, almost as if they were allies. This has led some to believe that there may be a connection between humans, particularly in the US, and extraterrestrial beings. While the authenticity of the video remains debated, it certainly sparks speculation that there might be more to the relationship between aliens and humans than we've been led to believe. Thermal encounter. This thermal camera, deep within a secret military base, captured an unsettling sight. A strange figure, its shape barely human, moved across the barren land. In the distance, an unidentified object hovered briefly before vanishing without a trace. The footage was leaked from classified sources, and soldiers, known for their silence, murmured about strange encounters and unexplained occurrences that had been kept hidden for years. Experts analyzed the footage, speculating wildly. Some believed it was advanced military technology, while others were convinced it was something far more mysterious, possibly a UFO. The debate over extraterrestrial life seemed to gain new momentum with each passing day. Moon object. Video captured by NASA's equipment on the moon left many stunned. It showed a disc-shaped object floating smoothly above the surface, moving so close that it seemed as though it was about to land. The object hovered silently, its presence undeniable. The footage raised unsettling questions. Had these visitors been there long before we even set foot on the moon? Were they already aware of us, observing from afar? This discovery sparked a wave of speculation. Maybe, just maybe, the moon has been a quiet witness to something far greater than we ever imagined. Frozen structure. While navigating the icy waters of Antarctica, a researcher made a shocking discovery: an enormous frozen structure emerging from the ice. The architecture was unlike anything natural, featuring intricate arches and towering spires, too detailed to be a mere formation. As the researcher recorded the finding, a thought crept into their mind. This might be evidence of an ancient civilization hidden beneath the ice, or perhaps something even more mysterious. Some speculate it might be an alien outpost, lying dormant for centuries. Antarctica has long been a place of intrigue, and this discovery only adds fuel to the theory that its icy depths hold secrets far beyond human understanding. Mysterious disappearance. While enjoying a peaceful day at the beach, a beachgoer recorded the beauty of the ocean, only to catch an unexpected sight. A giant object appeared in the sky and headed straight toward the water, before vanishing without a trace. As the moments passed, it became clear to him that what he had just witnessed was no ordinary sight. It was a UFO, disappearing into what seemed like a hidden portal beneath the waves. The idea of a secret life hidden in the depths is a strange thought, leaving him to wonder what else might be lurking below. Subscribers pick.
Antarctica and Mars are both extremely sterile environments. If I were a Martian and I wanted to choose a place on Earth to live, Antarctica would be the closest thing to home I could find.
In October 2020, satellite images revealed a strange metallic object half buried in the ice of Antarctica. The disc-like shape cast a shadow, raising suspicions that it could be an ancient UFO, exposed as the ice melts. Some believe this could be evidence of extraterrestrial visitors, possibly even hinting at a connection between Earth and Mars. While skeptics argue it's just an illusion or a natural formation, others are convinced that the only way to know for sure is through investigation. Until then, the mystery of what lies beneath the ice remains unsolved, leaving room for endless theories and curiosity.
Could it be that this is a shuttle to go back and forth to Mars with some of the presumed bases that exist on the red planet?